Hey y'all, I'm Sierra from Trigger Design Co. and today I'm going to do a full home Christmas decor tour for y'all. I'm going to do this a little bit differently for y'all. It's going to be a little more like vlog style so I can give you all the details as I go around and show every piece of decor in my home, but I'm so excited, so let's get started. So I'm going to start here in our front entry hallway. And here we have this little shutter that I got from the Target dollar spot. This stays up year round, but I'm using it for Christmas cards. We just got our first cards in the mail, but right now I have our two old Christmas cards up here and then a photo of my daughter. I added some greenery up top with a little bit of holly berries with it. You'll notice a theme of holly berries throughout my decor. I've added them in basically wherever I could. If you can find how many places I had holly berries, try to count and add it up down below and put in the comments, because I've added them in a lot of places. It's kind of a theme to go along with the Sugar Design Co. logo that has holly berries. So yeah, see if you can find all the different places. I also have this wreath that I made. It has this little sled that I got from the Target dollar spot, and I added some holly berries all along the sides, and then this little mix of greenery and holly berries up top that's flocked, and then the berries are also flocked. So now we're gonna move into the kitchen. Right as you come into the kitchen, I have this dry erase board that I've just put a little postcard thing right up here with Santa, and then I have my Christmas checklist. It has a whole lot of fun things on here. I thought this was so cute. I found it at a scrapbook shop. It was on a scrapbook paper, but as you can see, we've already checked several things off, and Matthew and I filled this out, which ones were our favorites. As you can see, we have different favorites on some things. And I added greenery up top to that also. And now my favorite spot, the hot cocoa bar. So I have this tiered tray that I got from Hobby Lobby. This mug was thrifted. I believe these are from Target from several years ago. This little truck ornament that says Merry Christmas is from Hobby Lobby, along with this Merry Christmas sign that you'll notice has holly and greenery. And then this little Santa mug is vintage, and I put this big bottle brush tree inside of it. I thought that was a nice little touch. Sometimes I have things you can add to hot cocoa in these mugs, but right now I just put candy canes in them. And these are just some decorative mugs that are Christmassy. I've got a Christmas tree on this one. This one has just like candy cane greenery type things. And then of course my Rudolph mug. And this is a vintage ceramic Christmas tree that Matthew's grandma gave to me. She gave a lot of Christmas decorations to us when we went to visit over the summer. And yeah, she had this, and so his grandparents gave us this to take home, and I was so excited because I've been looking for one of these, and I was so excited to find this and be able to add it to my collection. Also in our kitchen, I have this little candy jar that I keep filled with Christmas candies during the holiday season, and I have this little North Pole Milk and Cookie Company sign, and that is from the Target dollar spot. And then right over here I have our advent calendars, mine the Disney one, and then Matthew's Star Wars one. And then I have this Christmas tree that is from the thrift store a few years ago. I got it, and it's just lightly flocked, and I just put some cookie cutters on there and some battery power LED lights on there. Right here before you go into my daughter's room, I have this DIY advent calendar. It's on the website if you want to learn how to make it. But here is the advent calendar, and I added some greenery up top. I've already done a tour of my daughter's room, but I have added a few things, so I'm gonna go show those to y'all right quick. And if you want to see detail of everything, you can go and check out that video. It'll be linked down below and at the end of this video. So since we have her blue tree topper, we decided to add in these blue ornaments, and these are from Target, and I think they were only $3 each, and they just go perfectly with this, and they look so cute, and it just kind of ties in the blue tree topper. And we also got this little pillow door hanger that I hung on top of her castle, as she calls it. So it's jolly, and it has like the whole little look and feel of the mid-century Christmas style. So I love this, and it looks all like homemade and stuff. And so I hung this up here, and she wanted candy canes up here with it, so I put candy canes up there too. Now we're gonna move on to all the main area of the house. So right as we walk in, I have this hanging on the wall. It's Jingle Bell Rock sheet music from this really old songbook I have, and I just cut it to fit into this frame that I already had. Up here on the bar that peeks out from the kitchen, I have our nativity. Normally I would not have baby Jesus in there yet, but for the sake of this tour, I wanted to go ahead and have baby Jesus in there. And then I have this Christmas fresh greenery arrangement that also has some artificial greenery mixed in, and pine cones and holly berries. And this is something I can use year round, but right now it's just all Christmas. And here is our main tree that has 1,000 lights on it. I'm lovingly calling this our fixer-upper tree. We used a windmill topper this year. It's actually a large ornament that I got from Hobby Lobby, but I thought it was perfect for a tree topper. And you can see I have lots of picks all throughout this tree. The buffalo check was a big theme for this tree. I got all these buffalo check ornaments at Hobby Lobby, except for these. These have buffalo check ribbon, but these are from a small local shop that does woodwork, and they made these wood ornaments. This one says Noel, and the other one says Merry Christmas. Here's another one of the ornaments we got from Matthew's grandparents when we went to visit. We got several ornaments from them that we brought back. This is one of McKinnon's favorite things. I made this when I was a kid, and I really want to get the kit to make one of these with her because she loves playing with it. And as you can imagine, the Disney ornaments are also her favorites. Here's her first Christmas ornament. This is an ornament that I got for Christmas for Matthew last year, so he got to put it on the tree this year. And you'll notice I have some holly berries even on the tree scattered throughout here. So over on this wall, I just have our picture frames, like our normal frames, but I've added greenery, and I put some holly berries up there. And on this frame, just some greenery. So over here on my desk, I don't have anything crazy, but I have this little wooden gingerbread looking house that is from the Target dollar spot. I have my vintage elf. His name is Buddy, if you're wondering. And I have this tree that I got from the Target dollar spot. And then I have this vintage little vase. And I just did a mix of different greenery in here and holly berries, and yeah, did a whole big Christmas mix in there. And above my desk, I have this tobacco basket with a little wreath that I added holly berries to, and this little sign is actually an ornament, and I got that at Hobby Lobby. I added some greenery on top, and then the sign up there says welcome to our winter wonderland, and that is from the Target dollar spot. So here is our second tree. I call this our Scandinavian or minimalist tree. There is a DIY for these ornaments on the website if you want to check that out. I made this garland. If y'all want the DIY for this garland, let me know and I'll put that on the website because I really enjoyed making this a lot and it's so easy to do. For this tree, I used a wooden snowflake as the topper, and it was also just a large ornament that I thought was perfect for a topper. This tree is definitely more of a themed tree. It's only got like the metals and then these clear ornaments with things inside. so it's very minimalist. Over on the couch I have this Ho 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 pillow. That was from Target a few years ago, and then this pillow from Target this year, the Target Dollar Spot. It's double-sided. And the stockings were hung. That was the other side. I like this side more. I also have this pillow over here, and then this blanket scarf that I have just on the back of the couch. And then up here I have the stocking log that I made, and there is a DIY for this on the website if you want to learn how to make it. It's very easy, but I have all of our stockings up there. And in the greenery I have real greenery mixed in with the garlands and some holly berries and pine cones, and then of course our letter board up there. Slay my name, slay my name. Up here above our window I have this beautiful flocked garland that I got from Walmart, and I think it was only $12. Y'all, it looks so nice, and I put some cluster LED lights in there and it looks so good. I love it. This is one of my favorite things that I got this year because it just looks so good and it was so affordable. Just over here in the corner, to add a little bit of Christmas to all this like tech stuff over here, I have this little bag from the Target Dollar Spot this year, and I think this was from the Target Dollar Spot a few years ago. And then I have these two Christmas trees inside, and these are both from Hobby Lobby. I love both of them. They're both flocked with like a little bit of glitter. So above our TV on this wall I have a tobacco basket that I added some greenery to, and then a lamb's ear flocked wreath that I added some holly berries to, and then you'll see behind that kind of are some vintage skis that I got at a vintage market in Texas. Over here on this wall I have like a whole little setup just in this little area, but this is like right next to that. I have these skates that I found at a vintage market, and I cleaned them all up and just turned them into this little decoration, and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things, another one of my favorite things. I'm not gonna want to take it down. And then next to our TV we have these little baskets over here, and I wanted to do something in this area. So I put together this little basket. I have just a little blanket in here, and then this tree that was from the Hearth and Hand line at Target I think last year. And then I have this just peace sign right there. Down here I have these little houses that were from the Target Dollar Spot, and I added some greenery and holly berries there. I have this basket that I got from Home Goods, and I put a couple of birch poles in there, and then I put this Christmas tree that's got like pine cones, and I added some holly berries, and then I put some extra pine cones down there, and I just love how this whole little area looks. This bottom cubby is saved for my daughter for her toys when she's in here. Now we're moving into our bedroom. So over here next to our closet we have this tree set up just on this little nightstand, and I love it so much. It is obviously a topiary tree, but I thought it would be so cute, and I added this garland. The DIY for this is on the website if you want to see that, but go and check that out. And I added some LED lights. Even though there's already lights on here, I like things bright. There's 1,000 lights on our 6-foot tree in there, so I like things bright. And then here on our little chest of drawers right here, I have a little fun display that I really love. I've got just a little deer ornament and some trees. I put one tree on a book back there, you'll see, to kind of give it a little bit of elevation. And I've got this little church that I love because it's got a real bell up there. This vase right here, it's a galvanized metal vase, and I just did an arrangement with greenery holly berries and pine cones. And then I've got a little lantern over here, and I cannot get her to stay down all the way, but I've got one of my vintage deer in there with a little bottle brush tree, and then I have the second tree from that set of trees from the Hearth and Hand line at Target last year. And this lantern is from Walmart, but I took everything out and put my own stuff inside of it. This vase is also from Walmart, but I added everything that's on it, including this little ornament. And then above our bed here, we have this garland hanging. It's actually multiple garlands. It's this yarn garland and this very merry garland and this wooden bead garland that has the tassels on it. And I made this garland. If y'all want the DIY, let me know and I'll put it on the website because I'd love to do that. But of course I added lights to this. Y'all know I like everything bright. So this just gives a little Christmas touch to our room along with that tree. Alright, that is everything for all the Christmas decor in my home this year. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked any of the DIYs that I mentioned in here, then be sure and go and check out the website because they're all on there. And if there are any things that I mentioned in here that you want to see on the website, then let me know down in the comments and I will get those DIYs up. And if you want to see the rest of my daughter's room, not just the little things that I added since then, be sure and go and check out the video I did of her room when we did a full tour of all of her Christmas decor, because she has a totally different theme in there, as you could probably tell from those just few seconds of looking. Thanks for watching and Merry Christmas, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!